All right, here's another episode of the Uncrowned Diaries, and today we're going to talk about preparation. So, what does preparation mean? Now, if you're part of the Miss Universe circuit, a very large component of your mark is going to be based on your evening gown and your walk in swimsuit. Those two are kind of top of the list. In addition to that, you have your fast tracks as well. Those help you, get a spot in the top list. But those fast tracks will only get you so far. The rest of it is going to be really based on your walk and both your evening and your gown. Now, I'll preface this by saying I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, because I haven't been practicing as much as I should be. I did get myself a really great coach, and I actually have another session with him on Friday. By the way, just for reference, we're about 3 weeks out from pageant time, the start, and we're about 4 weeks out from the final. So I need to get practice under my belt. Now, I do have prior pageant knowledge, but it's been years. And so I should be practicing. Rightfully, I should have a video camera set up and I should be walking every day. Now, I did have a car accident, a pretty severe one, last Tuesday, about 5-6 days ago. And so I am taking it easy this week because I shouldn't be putting extra pressure anywhere with the heels and all of that. But I can still get some practice in. I should be getting practice in, and I plan to do that leading from today onwards, right? So I committed to that. I'm going to do it. However, don't go into winging that part of it, because that's not a part you want to be winging, okay? There is a specific way, you may walk great in real life. You may walk really well in real life, and you may, have great posture and whatever, but there is a specific way of doing things on a Miss Universe stage, and it varies from a Miss World stage to a Miss Galaxy stage to a Miss Eco stage. Like, each pageant circuit is a bit different. So just because you are good in, a certain way of walking, don't just assume that I got this, preparation is key. So you want to make sure that you are constantly, practicing and you're watching your practices and you're comparing it to people who have won in prior years and things like that. The second thing is preparation when it comes to questions. When it comes to your questions, there are so many girls who, even at regionals, ask really simple questions, like just for practice rounds. Why are you here? Why do you think you should win Miss Universe? What if you won the crown, what would you do with it? If you didn't win, who do you think deserves to win? These are general questions. You can go into AI, ChatGPT, whatever it is, and say, hey, what are the most commonly asked questions in Miss Universe Canada or something like that, or Miss Universe pageant? And they'll generate these questions for you. So right now is the easiest time for you girls to prepare for this. And so what I want to say is that you do need to take the time to prepare. Don't wing it. And come up with an authentic answer that's still yours. Remember, there's 60, 70, 80, sometimes 90 girls at these things. And they're all being asked the same question. How are you going to say something that's authentic or different or, whatever it is? Keep that in mind. Now, you might be asking, why do you sit there and do your makeup while you're talking to us? Well, for two reasons. For the first reason is that I'm multitasking. This makes it easier for me to do and get done, because I don't have a lot of time in my day. But the second reason I'm doing this is because, as you can see, I'm in workout clothes. Okay, I'm in workout gear. I don't need to be putting makeup on. Why am I putting makeup on? Because I don't really have too much practice with makeup. I don't sit there and bake my face. And, from the time I've last worn makeup, a couple of things have changed and a couple of new products have come onto the market. So what do I actually do? I get on here and I'm practicing my makeup looks, you know, with you girls. And also when you're baking your face, you have to leave a little time in between. So I'm not rushing as I do this because I'm timing myself. I'm trying on different techniques. And same with my hair. I'm crap at doing hair. I've always had my hair done, so I'm not very good at doing hair. So it's something I gotta practice. Now you may say, well, you know, you're gonna have makeup artists there, right? Yeah, you're gonna have makeup artists there for the main events. You're not gonna have makeup artists there for the whole time. And you have to present yourself well. And if you are in a situation where things are running late, what are you not gonna go on stage because the makeup artist didn't get to you? You need to have a contingency plan and a contingency plan for your contingency plans. So, you know, I'm working with my hair. I am creating different looks for myself to present myself each day. I'm running through them. I see them on YouTube or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you can do it. Can I do it in the given time? Because we have such a packed schedule. You know, you have to be able to do these things and do them fast and do them well. And you don't want Miss Universe Canada, like the day that to be your first attempt at it. Like, have a few run throughs, see how the makeup sits on your face, see how the makeup maintains itself, take a few pictures. Maybe it looks really great in the mirror, and maybe it looks really crap in a picture. You will have pictures been taken of you. Social media, there's a fast track called social media. You're gonna expect it to take a ton of pictures. Prepare your wardrobe, prepare your shoes, prepare your hair looks, prepare your makeup looks. See what works for you, see what doesn't. You're going into photo shoots, spend a little time in front of a camera, look at your body, pose. If you know what your angles are, great. I don't know what my angles are. That's something I got to do. So, you know, when you're taking a selfie, you're pointing it at yourself. You know what you look like. When a photographer is taking a picture of you, there's no mirror back at you to show you what you look like. You're posing for the camera. And how are you posing for that camera? So you need to look at that. You need to see that. You need to know when you stand a certain way. Maybe, you know, you have your dresses, but do you know what the right angles are for your dresses? If you have a split moment to take a picture for the camera and that's going somewhere, you know, where other people are going to see you and compare you with other delegates, do you know what you look like? You know, so these are, you know, you don't really think about these things, or most girls I think don't. And, you know, most of you are gorgeous and I'm sure you look great from every angle. But this is a competition, girls. And just looking good from an angle is not enough. You have to prepare. And you have to know your angles. You have to know the clothes that flatter you, the colors that flatter you, all of it. So take the time to do that. Don't throw stuff together. If MUC has not given you a list just yet, create a contingency list. Like, I think I'm going to need something for this. I'm going to have something in the back of my mind. And when I get a confirmation from them, I'm not figuring it out then. I'm going to, you know, I'm going to have a go-to plan. So, you know, don't just take a bunch of clothes and be like, I'm going to wear one of these things. No, put things in Ziplocs, the clothes with the accessories, with the whatever. You're already going to be so freaking tired.